The brand story you tell, and do you really make it easy for your team members to live it every single day? Welcome to Thank God It's a Story Saturday, a weekly video series where I share stories with you that you can use to make your messages stick. So yesterday I finished working with the informatics team, which is largely an IT team of a large pharmaceutical company. And as I was working with them, what I realized, which was unusual for me, is that how clued in this information technology team was with not technology, which is what mostly these teams are clued in with, but with the North Star of the organization. And if you are a pharmaceutical company, most likely your North Star is centered around patient care. And this project was also a reminder for me of a story that I had heard many years ago, which was told by Bill George, who was the ex-CEO of Medtronic. Medtronic is a global leader in medical technology services and solutions. So Bill George tells the story that when he took over as a CEO of Medtronic, he really wanted to meet up with the doctors who use their products and wanted to see operations where the products were being used in action. He wanted to see whether the brand story that they tell was being lived in the environments for which they were making their products. So he says not all experiences were pleasant, and he talks about this one particular experience where he says that I was in the operation theater watching the doctor conduct an angioplasty, and he was using a Medtronic balloon catheter. So as the doctor was threading the catheter through the arteries of the patient to unclog it, the catheter just disintegrated and broke in the hands of the doctor. Obviously, this was a really embarrassing and a disappointing moment for Bill George. So he wanted to investigate as to why this happened. So the best person for them to get in touch was their sales rep. So when they spoke to the sales rep, they realized that the sales rep came back saying that, this is not a rare occurrence. This happens regularly, and in fact, I have written a report, I have complained, but I'm yet to hear back. Bill George was shocked when he heard that, and when they investigated the process, they realized that it takes crossing 7 organizations within a large organization for the matter to get to people who actually design these products. And for him, it was a real aha that the problem here is that the engineers who develop these products are so insulated, they're not in touch with our end customer, they're not in touch with the patients to know exactly what is happening on the ground. So that became a huge agenda for Bill George moving forward, and he then created a 10-year plan in which he made sure that they put the customer and the patient first. Now, why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story is because every time you work in a team, I think a North Star of the organization is extremely important for you to keep in mind and know why exactly you're making what you're making, why exactly you're doing what you're doing. It's got nothing to do with a really cool technology. It's got nothing to do with a really cool product. It's got everything to do how that product or how that technology actually tells the brand story that you aspire to tell. And when you tell the brand story, you have to make sure that it's not enough to know your brand story. It is equally important to make sure that the people who work in your organization can easily live that brand story.